What's happening, guys? So now we're going to be taking a look at Family Dog on the SNES. I think this is your first time playing it, right?
Yeah, I remember your review, and it's like, oh no.
It's short. I mean, if you can figure it out, you can beat it pretty quick. There is one thing that I didn't realize on my first playthrough of it is there is a run button. I think it's X.
Oh,
it's it has really weird controls.
It looks it. Oh god.
With this cutscene, you see this kid. I hate this kid so much. He's so dumb.
I hate the fucking kid. It looks like a
Yeah, this kid. He looks like a monster.
He's like, here, boy, come into the house of death. So I got a bark button, jump button, and...
you only have a certain amount of barks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You're down to 15 now.
Jesus Christ. Ah! If I remember, this was based off the obscure TV show that lasted 12 episodes.
Yeah, it was an NBC show that was... They bought it. NBC bought it because of the Simpsons craze of the early 90s.
Gotcha.
After Simpsons' popularity in 1989, they started to buy up other more adult-oriented cartoon shows. Yeah, and so that bone on the top of the screen, that's your health bar.
My health bar.
Yeah.
My health bar.
And honestly, there's actually no reason to even go up. You can pretty much straightforward just go right and get through every single level.
Oh, it's like Wayne's World on the NES. You just go right. At least I don't have
It
better
might be
music.
slightly better than Wayne's World. No, come here.
No. Family Dog? More like... This dog's getting all
So
crazy.
this part, before I realized you could run, this part was extremely hard.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that kid just being behind you the whole
Yeah,
time.
I was just like, oh god, no! And dodging all of his bullets, it added a whole new difficulty to it that,
this game may need, or that doesn't have this difficulty.
Well, the next few levels, especially when you get to the dog prison, it gets super, it's hard to figure out what you're supposed to be doing.
What? Oh, wait, now I'm doing, fetch quest?
Literally fetch, yeah.
What the hell? I don't want to play Fetch Simulator. I just want to play a game with about a dog. A family dog.
You guys don't even want to play this game.
I know.
This is a pretty good example of a shameless crash grab on the Super Nintendo. And if you don't grab it in a certain amount of time, it just fails you or whatever. And until I learned how to do also run, it made this super duper hard too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I bet just being I can't get it. Oh, I got it.
Yeah. And I still think it's weird that they use the X button for the run button.
Yeah. I did it! Oh, God. It's only fitting that this game would have been made by Imagineering Inc. They made so many, tie-in, things, you know? On NES, there's a prime example of so much that they were, given to do.
Careful, you only got one hit
I know.
left.
Yeah,
I think those heal you. No, those don't heal you. It's just points. Yeah, what else did this company make? I know I looked at it when I did the review, and it was just all trash.
Not all trash. They made some pretty, they made Ghoul School, which is one of Benny's, underrated gems. Oh, God! They were responsible for a lot of certain, not interesting, what is it, I wouldn't say innovative, but, they did, Battle Tank, which is mostly when they had Gary Kitchen involved with development. Which I think he was involved with half of the games that are considered good, Actually, he was a part of the Bar vs. games.
Ooh.
Which they made. I don't know if he was involved in Heavy Shredding, which they did. But they also did Battle Tank, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Man, retro Simpsons games are so bad.
Yeah,
I almost beat Bart vs. the World as a kid, though.
Oh, man. That must have been an undertaking.
Yeah, it was a rental, and I just, I guess I just didn't realize I was having a terrible time. I just kept playing it and playing it.
You're gonna have a bad time.
But I always hated Bart vs. the Space Mutants.
Yeah. At least with Bart vs. the World, it's more like a platform.
It's like an actual game.
Instead of just, hey, do these assigned assignments on Space Mutants.
Yeah, Bart vs. the Space Mutants is it's like LJN levels of unclarity.
Yeah. It gets a little bit ridiculous. Which, Acclaim, so that's still LJN in a bit of a weird...
Yeah, well, LJN just full on became Acclaim for the 16-bit in the 16-bit era, right?
Yeah. Well, I forgot when they were just alright, we'll just...
Because I can't think of any PlayStation or N64 LJN titles.
And they may have done one on PlayStation, but I know, of course, their last was on Dreamcast.
Oh, really?
I think that was when it was that was their last game, so it was. That's probably when they then became like just
What?
merged with Acclaim.
Do you know which game it was or no?
Yeah, Spirit 1937 or something like that.
Is that supposed to be good or?
It's a racing game and it's bad.
It's yeah.
Their last game, they did not.
Yeah, I was like they probably went out on a low note. It would have been cool if like their last game was like the one like true gem that LJN had.
Yeah, but of course it's per usual. Ah, God, books. Yeah, but of course, little do we know.
I don't see your lives going down.
I have 3.
You had 3 when you died.
I mean, I think those fetch things I do, mini games I do with the boy, like, gives me some extra lives.
Oh, possibly.
I think that's the whole point of that.
So this game doesn't show it as much as like some other ones, but for some reason on some games I get like red lines that run down the screen.
Yeah,
with my
it's
super.
weird.
It's just I talked to Benny about it, and he said he thought it was most likely a bad power adapter for it.
I can see that.
But I tested a few, and none of them seem to really fix it, so I don't know.
Yeah, my God. This literally is just go to the right, the game. I mean...
Yeah, like the level... Like, it has some of the worst level design I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, and I like some games that are just like, yeah, just go to the right, but at least there's like, I don't know...
I mean, Super Mario World is practically just go to the right.
Yeah, but it has interesting level design.
Yeah, the level design on this is...
It's literally like you could stay on the ground and just go right and jump.
Well, and you are literally about a quarter of the way through the entire game.
I'm pretty sure, I bet, because you said it was super short. I mean, God.
The speed runs of it are usually, I think, are around 17 minutes.
God.
Where I usually get caught up, though, is the dog prison here.
Oh my God, dog prison, that's fucking...
Yeah, like, I think at some point you get taken to the pound, and it's really cryptic as to what you're supposed to do. Like, you have to go into, like, a whole bunch of different rooms and then, like, free, like, these, like, cages or something like that from these other dogs, but since you only have a certain amount of attack, it, like, makes it really hard. I don't know, the game just like, this is the game kind of on track, and then after this, it really just completely falls apart. And then later on, you're, like, jumping through trees.
God.
After you escape the dog prison, and then basically the game's over.
God, I'd rather play Eek the Cat.
Oh yeah, I think Eek the Cat is actually a much better game than this.
Yeah, I mean, that game is like not Fetch Quest, but it's like, what is it, freaking, what did I call it? Always when you have like a partner with you and you have to like travel through the game with them.
Oh, Escort Quest?
Yeah, Escort Quest the game, but it's actually, you know...
Oh, it's one of those. Have you ever played Rocko's Modern Life on the Super Nintendo?
No, I'm...
Like that one, well, you've played it through Earthworm Jim a bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
So have you gotten to the level where you have to walk the dog?
Oh, yeah, there's that.
So Rocko's Modern Life is an entire game like that.
Yeah. Well, with Eat the Cat's not much like that. It's just that you have to make sure that you have to escort people to the end of the level and make sure they don't die.
Okay, that's at least better. Like those like ones where it's just like there's traps and you have to deal with that shit like right before the thing gets there and like...
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like you have to lay yourself down for them to cross like a gap or stop something.
Are you much of a Lost Vikings fan?
Not really.
See, I could never really get into that, but like I can see why people like it, and I think it would be an interesting game to have as like a historical piece because it was made by
Blizzard.
Silicon and Synapse.
Silicon. No.
And oh, you might not get it. They
Oh,
hit the baby. And the baby cries.
Well, you shouldn't be there, bitch. What the hell? I just don't even care. I'm just gonna like run through and just die. Look, I could actually. This is the same level design every time. The same like spinners on the ground. The same books in the cat. This is literally the most copy and paste level design I've ever seen.
It's a pretty good example of really poor game design, I would say. Like, if you were going to like game design school, I think that like this is something that they should have like their students play and be like, okay, so here's what you don't make.
This is not how you make a game. Like, I don't even know. Am I even progressing? It never says like level 1-3 or something like that.
Oh, and there's like some like cutscene things every now and then, but like the part in your house just drags on forever.
I know, this is worse than... No, I was gonna say Gym Power, but at least when you're... You know, this challenge to Gym Power, this is just like... Can you not be bored out of your mind? While you do the same... Run through the house with the same patterns, run away from the kid that's shooting you, and then fetch quest. It's just like, what the hell?
I like the way the dog sprite looks, but I think the rest of the sprites in the game look like really pretty shitty.
Yeah, the dog, I mean, this is how he looked in the show, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, are you like stuck in like a loop or something? Like, I feel like you should have been.
I don't know. What did you do? Did you do? I can only imagine you did the exact same thing I'm doing, and you.
Except without a run button.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's right. Oh my God. That must have been disastrous. This is literally just. I'm ready to just give up now just because this is so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping you can actually see the
Dog pound?
Yeah, the pound, but
Or the prison.
I mean, this is getting kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn. Please put me out of my misery like this dog.
This, yeah, like I said, this, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna guess, gonna hit the girl.
Bitch.
This isn't a good game by any means.
Oh, this. And there we go again. There's the ball. There's the cat. There's the book. There's the spinner. Same shelf design. Oh my God, is this...
Yeah, everything's recycled. Let's just call it.
Yeah, forget this.
So this
was...
was,
look, a little bit different. They got curtains.
Oh, maybe you are moving along.
Now, this looks a little bit different. But Jesus Christ. And the green curtain... Yeah, I don't remember green curtains. Or maybe just because I'm focused on the dog and everything in front of me, I don't notice anything else. I'm sure the end's
about 2 hits till you die.
Yeah, I'm sure the end's about to come up here soon, though. Yep, there it is.
There's always a green ball right near the end, and then you go to one of these stupid stages where the kid.
Like, do I have to collect a few things like to progress? This is literally the most repetitive.
Not that I remember, but maybe. I don't think so though. I think you just cut like if you just run through it, it should just. You eventually go outside, and then you end up at the pound somehow.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to imagine this house is. Oh my God. Oh my God! I'm tired of playing fetch with you, little freaking. Oh, this kid looks like. Oh, I just want to kick him. This is so. He looks like an asshole. Look at him. Just look at him. Oh my God. Oh yeah. If this doesn't progress after this, I'm just. Fuck it. I don't care. Let this game burn. You know what? Forget Shaq Fu. At least with Shaq Fu, you can have some fun trying to like play. But this is just like do the same shit over and over.
Yeah, I think, like, generally I always say that, like, Super Nintendo is mostly good games. This is, like, the worst I've ever played on the system.
Yeah, I don't know. You may want to play Beethoven 2, or Beethoven...
Oh, I take that back. Beethoven 2 is far worse. That's not even playable.
Yeah. Yeah, forget this. I'm tired of playing this dumb game that keeps going on.
Alright, guys, so that was Family Dog. You don't want to play this one.
This is one of the worst. Never play this game. Or if you do, smash it after. Oh, God. Oh, God.